Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're testing out. Oh, sorry about that. I updated my OBS for the first time in 5 million years, and yeah, time to test it, and hopefully, like the thing's not ugly. But how y'all been doing? I'm here, and I built this team. I saw this set. I forgot where I saw it, but I think I was like on a video. Not like the feature or anything, but Earthquake, Ice Crash, Sub, Dragon Dance. I actually don't think this is the exact set. I think I changed it because the item definitely was not leftovers, and I don't know if Terra was ground. But I think Sub DD BAXCALIBUR is crazy, and I can't believe I haven't made a video with Bax yet because it probably is one of my favorites this gen. Like this guy, King Gambit, Quackaball, they're all up there for like my favorite guy this gen. So this is all quite exciting to me. But yeah, I've been busy. I have not played ladder for real in forever. And if you guys know Gen 7, when like I was peaking ladder, not peaking like actually top 10 or whatever, but or actually top 10 in Natix, yeah, but like not like number one. I don't have the patience or time to go number one. But back then I was building my own teams, and actually part of building your own teams, the fun part is like you keep up with the meta. What's been happening the last few months is I would tell Mav, yo, I need a team, and he'd give me the team, and then I would just have no idea what to do with it because I just don't know the meta. And I would lose a million points before I figured out what was going on, and then I'd stop playing. So yeah, we're here. This summer is starting up soon, and so actually I'm not going to be like, I'm working extra hours in the summer and trying to write a book. I have a deadline to finish, so I probably will not be more free, but I'm going to definitely schedule in time to play more Pokemon while I get down to business with that. But yeah, how you guys been? I've been a busy guy. I'm working about 32 to 40 hours a week. I'm in school part-time. I'm training for nationals, which takes up 4 hours a day, I swear. Actually like 3 hours a day. And then I'm working in church ministry. So it's been a very busy few months for me, but not that we can't handle. However, Pokemon did have to get pushed to the back. I built this team. You'll see how it works as we play. I'm not really sure what to lead off here, if my constant rambling has not let you know that. I think that the Volcarona, we originally had Volcarona over Skeledirge because I like Volcarona more than Skeledirge, which is actually not true. I think I like Skeledirge more, but I was using Volk for U-turn, but we just got cooked by opponent Volks. I think he's just going to lead with the Breloom, which is annoying because we actually can't really handle Breloom very well. But I think I'm just going to turn my brain off and lead with Meowscarada. Oh, nice. That's actually not bad. It could, if it is actually, what are you? This could be physical or special. Either way, I think I'm just going to knock off. Oh, we're faster, which is nice. Orb is knocked. Alright, cool. That's pretty sick. However, now we like can't really do anything about that. I'm not going to show the team off. You'll see it as we play. Alright, cool. Is there a Volt switch in? Not really. I'm just going to click Volt. Actually, we could get punished with Will-O-Wisping if he does go Hatterene. Then we'll be in some serious trouble. We're not... I'm kind of bad for that. We're only 15, 18, or whatever on the ladder. So we're not that high up. Actually, SD from Gambit looks so funny right now. We would get cooked by Sash Breloom, but it might not be Sash. It could be something kind of silly and or goofy. But I guess we could just always sack Meowscarada for that. So this is fine. I'm just going to Swords Dance for fun. What's the point if you're not having fun? You know what I mean? This set with Black Glasses Adamant is actually super strong. I used it like at the very beginning of the meta. Mav made it. Mav made this set right here that I'm using. I stole it and then knocked me this set. I still don't really know how to team build, honestly, in this, like right now with the meta. I was like on top of it for the first few months, and then I started school, and there went 25 hours of my week every single week, and I could no longer play Pokemon. And even write. My writing slowed down significantly. I kept up 40,000 words a month, which is my usual deadline for like 2 months, and then I was like, nope, not that anymore. So this month was kind of just an editing month and an off month. How was your guys' months though? I think school is almost out for everybody. I have like 4 more weeks, which is pretty exciting. I think he's trying to figure out what to do here because I don't think he's got anything to touch me. His orb's gone. Darts is doing nothing. Punch is doing nothing. He could sub here, but he does not have Will-O-Wisp, obviously, because he's not that guy. He does not have that set. 90 seconds left. Actually, I guess we can go over the team while we wait for this guy. So, oh, never mind. Oh, he does. Don't burn me. Alright, sick. I'm just gonna sucker. Not worth fooling around. See, I always do this where I don't know what to do here. I think he's gonna... They always do 3. Alright, lit. They always do 3 and then they switch up on you. I'm just gonna go Meowscar out of here because I'll just sack it off. I'm not sure what to sack to sleep, honestly. I don't really know what is like... I guess I don't know. This is kind of sketchy. I have not played in a long time, so I'm not really sure what to do here. Skeledirge is not very good this game, though. I mean, it's good for the hat, actually. It's not bad for the hat. But King Gambit is like gonna be hat no matter what. Gambit is good for the hat and the Dirge. Dirge is probably getting safe. Actually, he can't Terra anymore. So Gambit's good for the Dirge. This Rotom's good for that. Bax is good. Actually, we might not need Bax this game. Am I crazy for that? Dirge is actually pretty important. We can't let Dirge go to bed. Can't let Gambit go to bed. Can't let Rotom go to bed. So I guess Great Tuscathy is the thing we go to bed. But if we go Great Tuscathy, we're forced out. So let's go ahead, actually. Let's do a little bit of fancy footwork. Let's do Bax. Let's just sack the Bax here. Actually, no shot. Maybe we... I don't know what the calc is for Mach Punch on ground, but we could make it ground up. And if we sub on the Sleep Powder, that would be quite fancy. I don't think we need Terra on anything else, right? I mean, Terra on Dirge. Actually, Dirge would be nice to Terra. Yeah, actually, Dirge would be great to Terra. Let's just go ahead and crash. Yeah, we'll live 1. Oh, cool. He's not Sash. Which makes sense as he did not lead with it. However, I just figured maybe he saw a chance for the Pult to go crazy. I'm not sure why we were faster than that guy. I think he might be Adamant. I don't know what Adamant... I have no idea what Adamant Pult hits. I've never seen one run recently. Oh, yeah. I think we're faster, yeah? Oh, no, we're not. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just going to Quake here. None of them are Belly Drum anymore. I think Gambit should be faster. Like, there's no shot he's not Adamant, right? Actually, I'm not going to calc it. It's just... I'm not going to go into it regardless. Headlong Rush was actually, I think, the best play. I'm just going to Headlong here. If we Headlong, we'll get back out into King Gambit regardless. And King Gambit in is always nice. Always a nice W. I don't think he's got set up on this pull. If it is, it's Dragon Dance, obviously. Actually, he probably does have set up. I'm interested at the Dart Sucker Flamethrower. I'm not sure what he was cooking there. Like, what is that for? Like, any steel type? He needs that much chip, though. Oh, I guess maybe Oathworm. I guess just steel types in general. That's kind of weird, though. Yeah, that feels a bit, like, strange. Alright, so the problem is he could be like one of those, what do you call that? Like a, oh, okay, cool. See, this is quite precarious. I'm just going to go into Tuscathy here. He can't, what is that called? Terra. So I think I could just get a free Headlong Rush off here. Boom. Should go Pult here. Now, Pult can Dragon Dance. And I'm just gonna go ahead and Headlong. What in the what, bruh? Very interesting set. Very interesting set. Was not expecting any of what I just saw, but King Gambit should not have any trouble picking up the win here. He did live. Oh, okay, we got lucky there. Does not matter, however, because we won 3 different ways to Sunday there. So, load up another game. Nice. Alright, cool. So yeah, I've been playing with this team for like 2 games, and then I figured it was probably the best team ever created, and I started to use it with... Oh, shoot. This is kind of annoying, actually. Alright, we gotta really chip down the... I think actually Garg dies to +1, what do you call that guy? BAXCALIBUR. If you +1 and we're ground... Terra type, ground. Boom. No ice shard is kind of cringe. However, I don't know what else to put there. It's like you need ice crash for all those tusks running around. Like on Sun, this team is broken because you send it out against the Torkoal, you just sub on it and it can't do anything. Can't yawn you, can't willow you, can't like can set rocks or whatever. Can't body press you because you're ground type now. Yeah, Garganackle. Yeah, Garg will get packed. We need like 5% on that guy. His lead right now probably is the Garg actually. I don't know what his lead is. This Terra Ledge, if it's that Terra Bug set, is like gonna drive me up the wall and insane. I'm just gonna lead my Tusk. Sends out this guy. I have the potential right now just to Terra, my fire type, but I'm not gonna do that. I think the Terra on the backs is more valuable if I can save it. Especially if this is the Terra Ledge is bug, which is okay because bug hits. If it doesn't bug, we beat it with Earthquake. If it does bug, we beat it with Ice Crash. What do you think about the Ice Crash versus, what's the other move? Ice Spinner. I know we don't get Ice Spinner as BAXCALIBUR, but I know that was a kind of a big deal when Chen Pao was around. I don't know if it still matters anymore because I don't know like what guys get both of those moves. Ice Spinner. What in the world? Oh, it's Icicle Crash. Yeah, it's just Chen Pao, so I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. Huh. I was always on the side of Ice Crash being better. Simply because I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that's pretty good to me. He might try to what is that move called? Infestation me. I think Bax is actually like GOAT if he does do that. But Infestation I don't really care about. He just, I don't know. I think most of them are AV now. I'm a huge fan of AV packs. I'm just gonna go BAXCALIBUR here because that's pretty harmless. I'm gonna go back into this guy even though we could get knocked off here. Awesome, never punished. I'm just gonna slack off. I think this is definitely Scar for specs. He goes into this. I could get Toxic now actually, which is a new thought process I've allowed into my mind. I'm just gonna go King Gambit actually because we can set up a Swords Dance and he'll be kind of scared. It is Infestation. I'm soft. I should have gone to BAXCALIBUR. I'm gonna dance up here while he tries to surf me down, and I'm gonna go ahead and just Katao Cleave into his Great Tusk, which is gonna do 0%. And I'm gonna. What the heck was that? Oh my gosh, it scared me. See, now he gets free rocks, which is like not ideal. I'm gonna go ahead and just Volt here. I doubt he stays in. If he does, he's the GOAT, and I'm awful. I think it's okay though because, alright, lit. Actually, this is a resounding W for the boys. I think I just dance here and I don't Terra yet. I'm not sure what he does. He definitely goes to the Garganackle, obviously. But then if we, oh wait, I'm an idiot. I should have subbed. Oh, sick. Don't. I'm an idiot. I literally almost said don't freeze. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to Quake here because it's not worth fooling around with my sub. Having the sub up is sick regardless. Garganackle, we're going to go ahead and Earthquake up here. It turns into a Ghost type, which... What the heck? No shot that's real. That's crazy. That's genuinely crazy. You got the bombastic side eye for me, folks. We're going to find out what the set is here. It's definitely the bug one. I'm gonna read the bug. I'm awful. I'm just gonna flinch instead. Not an issue. Alright, well that was like super annoying, but whatever. My gut says he's gonna go into King Gambit, which is gonna give me the free spin. I'm awful. I'm gonna go into Dirge here because I don't know what else to do. Will-O-Wisp is like freer than a free sample at Costco here, so I'm just going to do that. Tusk comes in, gets Willowed. I'm just going to go to Rotom, not try to fool it. Actually, I'm dumb. I should have gone into Great Tusk and won. Great Tusk there was the free correct play. This is fine though because we just pumped that guy. Go Sturge here. Not an issue. He can knock me. Doesn't matter. I think now we just Torch Song. Alright, cool. Yeah, game was over. Skeledirge. I mean, guys, that wasn't my fault, right? That was definitely not a normal set to have. So based on the look of this team, because he's got he's got 5 demons here. This Meowscarada is definitely the same set as our Meowscarada, which I'm not a fan of. I think that means actually BAXCALIBUR off rip is pretty fancy, because what he's gonna do, he's gonna like, I think we just lead and click Ice Crash, right? Like, what else are we doing? Because he's definitely the same set as us. I'm just gonna Ice Crash here. This guy definitely has taunt. I'm actually dumb for that. We actually should Dragon Dance right now then, right? Just for the memes. Let him get up another. Oh, he got me. I should have danced the first turn. I'm awful for that. I'm just gonna Quake here. Pretty safe. It's a pretty safe play regardless. He's kind of in a worrying situation. He can knock off my lefties, which is annoying, but it's all right. He doesn't know my last move is Earthquake, which is like good for us, I guess. I think he does not risk the Bolt just yet. Violent is definitely the right play. I'm gonna go into Dirge here. This could be Swords Dance, but I doubt it, seeing as he does have 2 other guys that are, yeah, okay, Calm Mind, perfect. Let's just Torch Song it up. Yeah, had a feeling. Nice. All right, sick. So he definitely goes Pull here because he actually might go King Gambit. I think regardless. Actually, I don't know what this Pult is. Oh, interesting. I think we just go Rotom. This is kind of scary. I'm just going to Volt. He's faster. He could dance here. At the end of the day, though, he just Glaive Rushes, which is an interesting decision by him. I wonder if that's adamant damage. I should have that installation calc right here. Shoot, Orange, if you're watching the video, I need that because I literally don't know what to do here because I'm dumb. I think Sucker does not kill from this range, though. For Science, I'm just going to go into Great Tusk here and I'm going to Headlong. Because Headlong definitely would kill anything. I don't want to get caught. Nice. Alright, sick. Rotom is good for Pulp potentially and King Gambit. Volcarona is alright, not a big deal because I just go Skeledirge and not have to worry about it. I'm just gonna go Rotom. That potentially has the best matchup against both these guys here. And I'm not worried about Volcarona because I got the most switch-ins to that. This is his play, obviously. I don't want to get blown back if I don't need to. I'm just gonna go to Dirge and not fool around. He can't touch me. He can sub all he wants. I'm fine with that. I'm just going to Torch Song him. This is a tough spot for him because this bypasses Substitute. Yeah, so he's going to go straight into this guy. I could I'm just going to Fairy here, right? If I Fairy and Hex, what do we lose? Actually, I might lose too much HP. That could be kind of a dumb play. But I don't want to let this set up. That's the problem. I guess we could always rely on King Gambit to save the day again. That's always a nice place to be. Skeledirge, bulky, right? I'm Max Pedef, am I not? I don't know what that looks like on this stats, right? But I should be Max Pedef. Yeah, Max Pedef. Dragapult. If I'm Fairy type. Yeah, Fairy I'm actually eating. So I could just actually slack off here. Which seems like the right play. I'm at +1, so I'll definitely kill with the Hex. I'm gonna Terra and slack off actually. That feels fine. Yeah, that's cool. I think regardless that was the right play. I'm actually just gonna Torch Song here because he might be he's leftovers. I don't know if he's gonna go Gambit here. If he goes Gambit, it sucks for me because I get forced out. I'm just gonna Hex here. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna now Torch Song. This guy can't touch me. The moment this dies, Skeledirge is therefore useless to me. Alright, cool. So now I can just stay in regardless. King Gambit, I'm just gonna stay in. Torch Song, not worth it. Choke here is switching out. He might Alright, cool. That was lucky for me actually. That could have been quite precarious. I just go Great Tusk here. He reveals that he's fire. I'm just gonna go ahead and Headlong for free. Actually, I'm just gonna Rapid Spin and sweep him. Nah, I'm just gonna headlong. Double headlong. Cool. Cool, buddy. Phantom Force? Bro. Cringe. Okay, actually, this is kind of dangerous now that I'm, like, thinking about the situation at hand. Dragon Darts, Phantom Force. Did I lose? No, I definitely did not, right? I just go this guy on Katao. He said GG, and I thought maybe I lost because I see a +1/+1 Dragapult on my screen. But I definitely think King Gambit is, like, being chilling right now. Yeah, alright, sick. Oh, I didn't say GG back. I'm evil for that. I'm bad for that. I updated OBS, so 20 minutes. I'll give you, like, a couple more. Hopefully we'll cross 1600 very casually and for fun. Dude, BAXCALIBUR and King Gambit might be like my two favorite. I just finished the game, like actually the real game, because I can play my game at work for one of my jobs because it's very chill. Arthur. This is another situation where I don't know what the lead is. I feel like their best lead is Dragapult against me, therefore I want to lead my King Gambit. I'm awful, and in fact they lead their King Gambit. We're both good at the game, so we both know optimal switches. However, he was too soft to go Hattery. I'm just going to go straight into Dirge. Too much is happening at this moment in time. I'm going to go back to my Great Tusk. And now I'm free to click Headlong. He doesn't stay in here. He's going to go into the... What is happening right now? This game is going way too fast. I don't even know what to think. Getting chip on this is good for King Gambit and BAXCALIBUR, so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to just Leaf Storm. I see no back. Oh, nice. Sick, sick, sick. Rocks is up for him for the whole game now, and he cannot stop my King Gambit. Pult comes in. I'm just going to knock off. It's going to U-turn me. It doesn't really matter. Don't really care. I'm going to taunt this guy from setting up, and I'm going to put a spike. And I'm going to put another spike. Lit. And now I'm gonna headlong. Oh, what? He lived? Unacceptable. I think I can get a sub here. Lit. I'm gonna Quake here because he's not gonna... Oh, I'm awful for that. Imagine I got the +1. So bad, so bad. Bad player. I think we're chilling here if we just want to click Terra and Earthquake. Don't really see a huge issue with that. We do have Skeledirge in the back to tank Valiant and Hatterene. Like, Skeledirge wins now. He can't break it. Yeah, cool. Alright, one more. I think we got to 16, which is nice. This team is very fun. Oh, Rain? No shot. I have to play against Rain. Rain might be my least favorite archetype to play against, just because I hate it. I think I'm just going to lead Rotom Wash. How high are they on the ladder? Oh, shoot. They're going to be smart. What is this guy doing back in the tier? What the heck? That guy get unbanned? This is the Dirge set link I used. Literally just the Basic Spoken one. No way. He's back in OU? What? How did that happen? That's alright though. We just can't let him shed tail. Actually, this is like kind of insane. If he goes here, U-turn here, shed tail here, we're in like serious trouble actually. I don't know how to stop that. It's not looking good for our hero. I'm just gonna lead Rotom because he has a hard time. Oh, look at that right away. I'm gonna protect here. I don't know what's gonna happen. Actually, no, he's gonna shed tail. I'm in trouble. This is bad regardless. I think Volting is fine just to get the chip off. He's gonna knock me? What is happening? We're faster. Actually, how do we feel about something kind of spicy? No, because he just shed tails. I really do hate the shed tail mechanic. It's very uncompetitive. It's not fun at all. I'm just gonna knock here. Alright, sick. No shed tailing. AV? Am I insane right now? Why is AV Cyclizar existing in this world? I'm just gonna Leaf Storm here. AV, spin knockoff U-turn. Spin knockoff U-turn. Draco Meteor? I feel like Masquerade is very valuable this game, so I don't want to give it up. I guess if I lose my black glasses, it's not the end of the world. He's going to go straight into Great Tuscathy here, which is going to put me in a bad spot. Force me out into my Rotom. Or actually, going to force me out to my own Great Tuscathy. Just kidding. I'm just going to... Actually, I might have... Should have Terra'd. Nah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. This could be Choice Scarfed. We have no info on it. This is actually not good at all. I'm gonna go into Bax here. This is bad. I'm gonna actually just go ahead and sub. Not the optimal play, as you can see. Because he was fat. See, we can calc that. No. That definitely does not look like specs damage. It's probably Scarf. So, like, Dragon Dancing is objectively probably one of the worst plays of all time. Oh my goodness gracious. The game does not like me. It simply doesn't. My op loves me, though. I have no idea what that play was about. I could have gone Rotom. You are correct. However, it's a bad play. We definitely got 2 KO'd there. What is this, bro? What was he cooking? He's definitely not Shed Tail then, I guess. Knock, U-turn, Draco, spin. Yeah, that has to be the set. There's no other set to run there. I could just CC, I guess. CC seems pretty nice. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just CC. He goes Tusk. He goes that. That's nice. I just go Leaf Storm here. But see, Corviknight's now an issue. See, I can't win this matchup, I think. So I'm just going to forfeit. We're going to play another one instead. That was crazy. I think if I played that differently, could have been better. However, I was not expecting Shed Tail whatever. That's too wild and silly. Assault Vest? What the what? That's crazy. I should probably put Shed Tail on this. Dude, I should just use Shed Tail on Bax instead. What the heck? Alright, so this is another team where he's got all shooters, and then he's got the Masquerade, which means we're leading BAXCALIBUR on the Meowth. And we're going to D-dance. Actually, it doesn't matter because he's got the sash. Yeah, it's lit out here, bro. I'm going to Quake now. Fuego. I think the hardest part about this matchup specifically is these 2 Mons. Yeah, like we just don't know. I'm actually going to Terra an Ice Crash here. I definitely feel like that's worth it, 100,000,000%. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. I'm going to Earthquake now, just in case he does want to go Volcarona. I think we should kill from this range. Never mind. I'm bad for that. I'm just going to keep quaking. Alright, cool. So we take 2 with Bax right off the rip. We're not going to let anything set up here. Not that setup is actually all that bad right now. The only thing that doesn't want to set up is... This is kind of bad if it sets up, but I'm just going to Quake. I think he might be adamant. We are jolly. Nice, we take 50. He spears. That's fine by me. That tempts me to risk the speed tie with Great Tuscathy and just headlong, and I'm going to do it. I feel like all these guys are always running adamant. Just kidding. I'm awful, but we're good. It's just too easy. We're the GOAT. We're the GOAT. I think that the optimal play here is to go Rotom so we can't bring out Gambit and then just switch out into Dirge and just click Torch Song 5 million times. Yeah, that's cool. He can do that. I don't really care. This will bypass his thing too. Nice crit. I'm gonna slack off because that crit was annoying. He's not getting 2 in a row. Yeah, this is a tough position for our opponent to be in. Might be at a loss here. I don't think he can come back from this, actually. We definitely beat that Gambit. With, actually, we might not beat that Gambit. We don't let it switch in, that's for sure. Actually, this might be far more worse a position than I might have thought previously. It actually depends on that Valiant set. I feel like Valiant here is definitely Calm Mind. We might lose the Gambit there. I think it's very possible. We definitely have to burn it. There's no other option there. He's going to give me Valiant instead of the Volcarona, which is interesting. Huh. Actually, I have an idea, but I think it might be a bad one. This could be set up. I think I might just go King Gambit after I sack my Tusk, right? Because he could be oh, what the heck? Taunt? Interesting. Interesting. I think he's going to taunt me from Swords Dance here, so I'm just going to click Iron Head and risk him having Aura Sphere. I'm going to click Claw instead, actually, or Tau Cleave. Oh, it's Tau Cleave, not Tau Cleave. That's crazy. We get blasted to 5 million%, but it's whatever. This is actually, like, quite dangerous. I think I'm just going to... I'm going to go Hard Wash here and just Will-O-Wisp it. Not fooling around at all. We're faster regardless. He's definitely adamant. If he goes into Volk, we just go into... If he goes into Volk, we actually Volt Switch out instead. Oh, shoot. That's not that good, actually. That's kind of bad. Not good. Folks at home, that might be the game. Might be the game. No. No. Oh, it doesn't even matter though. Doesn't even matter. That spike loses us the game. Alright, we're playing one more. I refuse to end on a loss. That sucks. That's so annoying and cringe. Oh, lead. I need this guy to lead his Torkoal. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Oh, what? That's cringe. Does Earthquake kill here? Among Us. Ground. Earthquake does not kill. I'm gonna crash and hit. Nice. Now, his only out here is if this Roaring Moon here. Actually, this might be a, what is it called? Solar blade. It's not. Spitter blade. That's so cringe. I'm just gonna hit it and take it down to Sash. Cringe. What in the what, bro? That's annoying. I didn't want to lose my my eject pack. Oh, never mind. He gives me value to the eject pack. Perfect. I think we just gotta hope this is not speed boosting. Yeah, let's go. Common Great Tuska W. This might be Scarf, actually. Nope. Actually, I don't think it definitely mattered if it was Scarf or not. Alright, we're gonna call it a wrap there. Not gonna fool around with any more points. But yeah, that was kind of fun. I like this team. I like these two guys together. Team will be in the description. If you want to fix it and change it, I don't really care. Do what you want. Have fun. Goodbye. God bless. Have a great day.